What's up, guys? Today's video I'm gonna show you guys the new Dark Magician deck and how to actually play it in action. I do have a few replays for you guys, so stay tuned for that. But I also want to give you guys some advice on deck building and some extra side deck options. So what I did for this deck, I added a lot of going second cards like Forbidden Droplet and Evenly Matched. But in some metas you actually might want to run different things. So as I said last video, you might want to run 3 Secret Village of the Spellcasters against certain matchups, but there's also a lot of other good cards that you can run. A good card, for example, is Summon Limit. This card is very good against mass summon decks, for example, like Drytron. So if you're playing in like a tournament, or we are getting the best of 3 format later on, you can include these in your side deck, and depending on which deck you're facing, it can be really good. So for example, Summon Limit will be insane against Drytron if you're going first, but will be horrible against Eldritch. So that's why I'm not putting it in my deck right now, but it's a very good alternative later on. Same goes for Ghost Ogre and same goes for Ghost Bell. It really depends on what you're playing against. Like what negate cards you want to run, because Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit is a really strong card. Same goes for Droll and Lockbird. This card completely shuts down a lot of decks like Drytron, for example. So if you're playing against a lot of Drytron, feel free to tech in 3 Droll and Lockbirds to counter them. But yeah, that's basically what I wanted to say about the extra deck. There's a lot more options where that came from, like the Ice Dragon Prison, etc., Nibiru. But yeah, it all depends on the meta and which decks you're facing. So depending on which decks you're facing, you should be choosing your negate cards. But yeah, let's head into the replay. Alright. In this replay, if I'm not mistaken, I am gonna be showing you the power of running IP in your extra deck and how it can actually be really helpful. So right now, I'm just doing my standard setup. I'm setting up a board for Dark Magician. I have 2 bricks in my hand, so I'm gonna go for Secrets of Dark Magic. This is all standard. This is not what I want to show, because this is all things you guys already know. And if you guys want to see what I did, you can just pause the video. But I want to show the new things that I added in the deck. For example, Forbidden Droplet. So I'm just setting up the board. There we go. And right now I'm realizing I'm playing against Blue Eyes Chaos Max deck, especially with the card back. And you see this card, it's most likely gonna be a Blue Eyes Chaos Max deck. So what I do here is I want to negate the draw, because this deck does break a lot. So I want to negate the draw, get back my rod, and keep moving. Then he tries to swap our 2 monsters. I've never seen this in my life. Like, I have not seen someone who uses creature swap. But I see him trying to steal my the Dark Magicians. Maybe use it for a ritual summon or like a link summon. So I'm like, hell no. I'm just going to use Forbidden Droplet on my Dark Magicians and remove from the field, because I don't want him to steal it. Like, as well, I'm very low life points already because of the Solemn Judgment. But yeah, I have a lot of things in my hand that I can use to refill, as you can see right now. And what I like to do when I have Magician's Soul and Magician's Rod on the field, and well, in this case I have Dark Magician, but if I have 2 monsters on the field and I also have Magician's Salvation plus Eternal Soul, what I like to do is go into IP right here. As you see, I go into IP, because the next turn I can actually summon 2 monsters and I can go into Access Code Talker, or I could even go I could even go into Blacklist Soldier. I could also go into Selene and summoning another Dark Magician. There's a lot of options, but I like going into Appalachia. So if I didn't have the Magician's Salvation, I could still go into something like Selene. So yeah, I banish his Manju. I also summon a Dark Magician Girl. And he already has his Blue Eyes Chaos Max in the hand. And if he gets that card on the field, I am in big trouble, because I am low hit life points. And it's hard for me to swing over unless I can get Access Code Talk on the field. Now, the reason why I win this duel is because I summoned Appalachia. And he couldn't use his incantation to get his ritual cards. And also have like the necessary levels to summon his ritual monster. So this is the first duel. I just wanted to show why I included IP, and this is the reason why. Let's head into the second duel. So yeah, let's head into the second duel. And this duel, we're actually playing against Eldritch. So we have Skill Drain in our hand, which is completely dead. But we also have Evenly Matched. And I'm going to show you guys the power of Evenly Matched. I do misplay a lot in this duel, I'm not going to lie. But this just shows you the power of Evenly Matched. I can just go into battle phase, main phase 2, and he has to choose 2 cards to banish. Okay, that's 1 Eldritch down. Optimally, he runs 2, but a lot of people run 3. So there's either 1 or 2 more Eldritch to go. And that is called by the grave to put the nail in the coffin. So basically he loses his 2 cards, which is like a really bad blow for him. And the only downside I have is I can't go into battle phase. So I'm gonna speed this up for you. And this just helps by breaking boards, because imagine if I didn't have Evenly Matched, and imagine if that was another Skill Drain or that was a Maxi. You know what I mean? Evenly Matched is really important. Okay, so I choose to not call by the grave this Maxi, because I am only gonna summon 1, special summon once, or actually I think I'm not even gonna special summon at all. I think I'm gonna cancel my Magician's Soul, because I really want to use a call by the grave on the Eldritch. Oh yeah, I will draw, give him 1 draw, basically. Yeah, there we go. And that's the end of my turn. Now, I haven't seen an Eldritch player play Harpy's Feather Duster, but neither have I seen it use Super Poly. But yeah, there's a first for everything, I guess. So I was kind of surprised looking at this. So yeah, once again, I have a brick in my hand, so I go for the Secret Dark Magic. And I know he's gonna try to pop my the Dark Magicians, because he can summon an Eldritch and then use the Conquistador, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the Conquistador. But I make a mistake. I use my Maxi too early because I know he's gonna use the Eldlixir. So that's another mistake I made. But yeah, who's perfect, right? So now he's gonna try to pop my Dark Magicians, and then I use Magicalized Fusion, together with having 2 Dark Magicians on the field, and that's basically game. But if I didn't have Evenly Matched, this game would have been 100% lost, because there's no way I could have gotten anything on the board. So I just want to show you guys the power of having the Evenly Matched. And now, yeah, the Secret Village is completely locking out. He can't use his draw. He can't special summon Eldritch. Like, this is just it for him. There's no way for him to destroy my Quintet Magician either, unless he has a Skill Drain on the field. But yeah, like I said, he can draw. So he does try to fight back, but yeah, there's no way for him to destroy my Quintet Magician, as I said. And because I set my Call by the Grave, he could actually resummon the Eldritch, but now I can banish the other one. So that's basically game. So yeah, at this point there's really nothing he can do. I can just recycle my rods over and over again. He tries to use Indux ability to destroy my Quintet Magician. That doesn't work. But yeah, like I said, the only biggest issue that he has is when he has the Skill Drain. 200 life points. I'm sorry, my man. Like, I could have used Skill Drain to negate this, but I was afraid he was going to destroy my Quintet Magician, and like, this way he doesn't have any out, you know what I mean? In a worst case scenario, I can still Skill Drain. So yeah, he doesn't have any out. Poor Eldritch player is trying his heart out. And he suicides. So yeah, this is just showcasing the power of adding the 2 cards that I added. And the one card is the IP, and the second card is Evenly Matched. It is really important to have these cards, in my opinion, especially like the Evenly Matched right now for this meta, because there's almost no other way to break the board unless you have evenly matched or droplet. So I really, really like those cards. The last replay I want to show you is against a virtual world player. So I am showing you guys decks that you are facing as well. I'm going to speed things up a little bit. Because this deck did really well on ladder, guys. I think I went 15, no, I know I went 15 and 5 against tier 1 decks. So that means it is really consistent. And it's not that I'm playing against mean decks. Like, these are like really high tier decks. Now I realize I'm playing against Virtual World. I'm going for a third swing with my Dark Magicians. Keep drawing. But yeah, this is just basic setup. Things that I do every game. Now, I do want to show you guys, this is the problem with evenly matched. That's why I run it at 2. This card is completely dead in my hand. It's completely dead. I cannot use it. I don't want to set it because I have 2 cards on the field. Like, this is completely dead. I might be able to use it if he wipes my board, but if he wipes my board, I'm not happy anyways. So this is why I'm running only 2 of them, because I would much rather have this be a droplet, for example. He banishes one of my Dark Magicians. But I can draw, which is great. This is what I mean with the power of the Dark Magicians. You can just, like, keep drawing. This is a really strong card. Like, this card drew me 2 cards, I think, or 3. Maybe 3. But yeah, there's nothing the Virtual World player can do at this point. And even if he had like an insane board and he wiped my entire board, I could use evenly matched. But yeah, like I said, this is the reason why I use evenly matched at 2. So I get my last piece of the puzzle I need. And that is Dark Magician the Dragon Knight. Basically, just make sure there's no way he can destroy my board. I could swing for more damage, but I just didn't want to take any risk, and this is just game. So yeah, this is really strong, guys. I do recommend it to you, but as soon as the meta shifts, and I think in 10 days it might shift because there might be new cards adding. Yeah, but depending on the meta you want to change your deck, and I think this is the perfect ratio for this. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Peace.